Oh, welcome to Tyler Sock, ladies and gentlemen. Today is not Monday Night Raw. Today is April the something days, the 23rd, 2024. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw because we're getting closer and closer to the draft. I hope some people actually gets drafted. We heard that they forgot to tell us about one person that got released, and it was Von Wanger. Von is out of the WWE now. We don't know what's going to happen with Robert Stone. Nobody said that he was released. He just doesn't have a client anymore. So that's going to be interesting. What NXT is going to do with them. And ladies and gentlemen, I was not going to tell you guys until he makes his debut, but it was rumored that Jacob Fatu is supposed to make his debut somewhere this week. And I don't think it's going to, it didn't happen on Raw, and I don't think it's going to happen on NXT. I think it's going to happen on SmackDown because that's where the bloodline is right now, and I think that's where they're going to stay when the draft happens. They could make it come to Raw because Jey Uso is on Raw. And if Jey Uso is going to be part of the Civil War, they might have that happen. I don't know what's going to happen, who's going to go where. I think Jey Uso, I think it would be easier for Jey Uso to just go to SmackDown and leave Jacob Fatu. If he shows up, Tama Tonga, Solo, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, all on SmackDown with Paul Heyman as well. So I think it will be interesting to see where Jey Uso goes. And if Jey Uso is on SmackDown and Damian Priest is on Raw, we definitely know he's not going to win the World Championship. Because if Cody Rhodes stays on SmackDown, that means the undisputed WWE Championship will be on a SmackDown title. And the World Heavyweight Championship would be a world title. So they're not going to change the World Championships of their brands. The World title will be on Raw. I don't think I said that. It will be a Raw's World title. We got interesting things that's happening for factions, for Alpha Academy, and the Imperium. Big things happen for that factions. And we found out a new women's world champion in the all-star battle royal. I wish there was better women, not a whole bunch of jobbers in this battle royal. For me, my prediction was Liv Morgan. I will tell you guys if I was wrong or was I right. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable came out with the Alpha Academy, and Otis, everybody looks upset what Chad Gable did to Sami Zayn. Otis looks upset. He looks angry. Maxine Dupree looks upset, and Akira Tozawa looks upset. And Chad Gable explained why he attacked Sami Zayn, because he wanted the championship. He wanted the WrestleMania moment. He wanted to be kissing his daughter with the win and celebrating with his family. But he says that Sami Zayn was showing off to him after their match last week. When Sami Zayn came up to him while Chad Gable was in the corner being upset, and Sami Zayn brings the championship and lays it down, and it looks like he's showing off. And then he said it wasn't done there. He showed up again by kissing his wife when it was supposed to be him doing that with his celebration, and then he got upset about that. And then he went to Alpha Academy. He says that I'm training a bunch of disappointments. So he made fun of the Alpha Academy at once, one by one. He made fun of everybody. He said that Akira Tozawa doing his stupid dance every time he comes in the ring, and he loses all the time. And then he said Maxine Dupree is pretty, she's pretty, but she's dumb as bag of rocks. I think that's what he said. And he just says Otis is a disappointment. Because he's supposed to be his number one guy, his pupil. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he says, for now on, the Alpha Academy is going to help Chad Gable win the Intercontinental Championship no matter what. It's all about Chad Gable now, this Alpha Academy. And he wants everybody to agree. Everybody agreed, and Otis did not agree until Chad Gable told him to agree, and he agreed. So that's that there. That's a crazy thing what's happening in that faction. That the rumor is supposed to be Chad Gable teaming up with the Creed brothers. So I think Alpha Academy might do something. Or when I say Alpha Academy, I mean Otis, Maxine, and Akira Tozawa might say, no, we don't want to do this anymore. It's gotten too far, and they walk away. Or they get drafted away from Chad Gable, and Chad Gable get drafted with the Creed brothers, and then they turn into the world's greatest tag team, or Team Gable, like Team Angle. So that's going to be interesting to see. What's going to happen with the draft? Because some teams could be breaking up because of the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, first of the match, we got 2 titles on the line. We got the World Tag Team Championships on the line. It will be Awesome Truth versus DIY. It was an okay match. It was a little slow, but it was okay. But the winner of that match was Awesome Truth to retain the World Tag Team titles. Congrats. But they were about to shake hands, but Johnny Gargano accepted this shake hands. He accepted it, but Tommaso Ciampa didn't. He just rolled out of the ring, and everybody booed because he was supposed to show some respect, but he didn't. Is this where DIY turns heel? Because that's what Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell is doing. They're turning heel. Will Johnny Gargano be heel as well with Tommaso Ciampa? With his wife? Sorry, I'm just tired because I just woke up. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. Next we have New Day versus the Imperium. Before we got to get this match going, we got Gunther making his return since he lost his Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Gunther says he had a big record. He's happy for his record and all that stuff, but he's happy that he's not the hunted or the target. He wants a hunt for gold now. He doesn't have to worry about being attacked or anything like that. So he's happy about that. He says thanks to Sami Zayn for doing that, but now he wants to think about his future plans. And his future plans is the King of the Ring. He says he's declaring himself to be in the King of the Ring. And he said he's going to beat up everybody in that King of the Ring. The New Day came out, talking about a whole bunch of things, talking about Gunther trying to be in the King of the Ring. And looks like Xavier Woods declaring himself to be in the King of the Ring. And he's going to win it 2 times. But ladies and gentlemen, and then Gunther talked trash about them. They talked trash about Gunther losing his championship, is saying where your gold. They start singing where your gold is. And then Gunther says, I don't need this. So my guys is going to beat up your guys. I didn't want this match because we've seen it multiple times. So we got New Day versus the Imperium. It was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was the New Day. And then we just saw Laurie Kaiser hugging Giovanni Bacchini, saying, it's okay, you lost, you got pinned. It's okay. But before that whole thing happens, Ludwig Kaiser was outside the ring, and Gunther looked upset. He just stared down Ludwig Kaiser. And then all this hugging happens, and it's okay. But when they got outside the ring, Ludwig Kaiser attacked Giovanni Bacchini. He attacked him. And he brutalized him. So, ladies and gentlemen, and then he went in the backstage and he told Gunther, I told you I could do it. So I'm guessing Gunther wanted him to take him out and send a message to him saying, you're out of the Imperium because you're getting pinned too much. So, that's the end of that faction. It might just turn into just a tag team now. Giovanni Bacchini, what is going to happen with him now? And then we got Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Before we got that, we got Drew McIntyre coming out blaming everybody of his losing. Blaming CM Punk and a whole bunch of people and all that stuff. And then Sheamus came out. He says we know each other for a whole bunch of years, like 20 years, something like that. And saying that he wants him to stop blaming everybody and all that stuff. And then he started talking about we had matches after banger after banger after banger. And then Drew McIntyre says, before your return, before your injury, you had banger matches. But at your return, it's burger after burger. And they talk about his gaining some weight. And he says, Sheamus says, I could lose the weight, but you can't lose stupid. So he's making fun of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre says, I'm your friend. And he says, all of the people in the backstage are talking about you, calling you chubby and all that stuff. Sheamus doesn't care about that, but Drew McIntyre says, I do, because you're my friend. And Drew McIntyre says, I will be at the, standing at the commentary table, and have your back. During Sheamus' match. So we got Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It was a pretty decent match for both of these guys, but the winner of that match was Sheamus. Sheamus gets the win, and he showed off his muscles to Drew McIntyre. And then we have Andrade and Ricochet versus Santos and JD McDuggan. It was supposed to be Dominic Mysterio, but when he came to the Judgment Day Clubhouse, he came with a sling. And Damian Priest says, what the hell is wrong with you now? He said, I got banged up after the match with Andrade. I forgot one segment. But he says he got banged up after he had a match with Andrade last week. And he says, I asked Santos, can you do me a favor? Because I do a favor for him at WrestleMania, being a tag team match against Rey Mysterio. And Santos says, do we have a problem? And those like they said no, and Damian Priest told JD, deal with your own business. JD says, I will deal our business. And Damian says, no, this is your business. Damian has his own business with Jey Uso. This is your business. And he said, Dominic, handle your business. And that's what they did. They went for this tag team match. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team. I think Ricochet and Andrade did a good job. Even Santos and JD did a good job as a tag team. But the winner of that match was Andrade and Ricochet. And then Damian Priest just came out and wreaked havoc onto Ricochet and Andrade. And he talked to Dominic in a different language. And then JD asked, what did he say? What did he say? And then Damian says that I don't need you guys. You guys need me. Beginning on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we got Jey Uso. But technically we got Michael Cole and Pat McAfee trying to hype up this Women's World Championship Battle Royal. Oh my God. I don't know why they're hyping up a Battle Royal so much. But after all that, Jey Uso came out and he talked about his match against Damian Priest. At Backlash. He's talking about all that stuff. He's saying that he needs to prove himself. So he's going to prove himself in those 2 weeks before Backlash. He says he's going to prove himself. And then Damian Priest came out and he talked about that. You told me something that we're going to be the ones. He says, half of us are the ones. He said, because I have the World Heavyweight Championship and Jey Uso, you don't have the World Heavyweight Championship. So they talked trash, and then JD McDuggan came out, tried to sneak attack Jey Uso, and then Damon tried to stop it. And then Jey Uso tried to do I think he tried to do a super kick to JD, but he super kicked Damian Priest, and Damian Priest, that's why he's mad. And why he's telling JD and Dominic, do your own business. And speaking of the Judgment Day, it looks like Finn Balor signed a new contract to the WWE because on X, he talked about that he had a great, incredible 10 years. And it sounds like he's going to say goodbye to WWE because he says he decided, and he looks like he's going to say, I'm done with WWE, but he says, I'm not going anywhere. So it looks like Finn Balor signed with WWE once again. So I don't know where he is. He hasn't showed up on Raw at all. It was Dominic, JD, and Damian Priest only on Raw. But remember, Finn Balor and a whole bunch of wrestlers were in the UK. They had the UK tour. And maybe Finn Balor's flight was delayed. I know Jey Uso was there, Becky Lynch, but Michael Cole said they all were in the United States, but maybe not Finn Balor, maybe not some other people. That it's a tour. Maybe that's the reason. I don't think Finn Balor left the WWE. Why would he say that he's not going anywhere? And he doesn't show up. It doesn't mean that he's not in WWE. It's just he didn't show up. Maybe because the flights. Who knows? And the show must go on. And Triple H made the show must go on. Then we had the Women's Battle Royal for the Women's World Championship. I thought it was an okay Battle Royal. It was pretty decent. They had crazy spots there. When Nia Jax, Piper Niven got eliminated from Becky Lynch. And then Piper Niven attacked Becky Lynch outside the ring. Becky Lynch was eliminated. She got taken out, slide under the bottom rope. And then freaking Piper Niven destroying Becky Lynch, trying to put her through the table. And then Nia Jax came out because Chelsea Green was about to get eliminated. And then Piper Niven tried to drag Nia Jax outside the ring. Nia Jax did a Samoan drop onto Piper Niven, onto Becky Lynch on the table. And then Nia Jax did a powerbomb, like during the commercial, onto Becky Lynch, into the breaking the table. It was crazy, but the last three ladies that was in this Battle Royal, it was Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and Liv Morgan. It was a pretty decent match. They got rid of Nia Jax, but the winner of that match and your new WWE's Women's World Champion is Becky Lynch. Yes, I kind of look upset about it because I thought we were going to see fresh faces being the champion. Yeah, we do have some fresh faces, right? We do. Like Cody Rhodes. Like, somebody just won the title, didn't they? Sami Zayn. He's not really a fresh face because he already won that title before. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And I can't say Bayley because he won titles before. Logan Paul. And Damian Priest. We had some fresh faces, but now what are they going to do here? What are they going to do with the Women's World Championship while Becky Lynch is the champion? I think it will be. This is what I think. I think it will be too soon for Liv Morgan because when Rhea Ripley comes back, she wants Liv Morgan. She's the one that injured her. She's gonna be gone for a couple of months. So maybe some matches for Becky Lynch retaining the title, and then she had a match with Liv Morgan when it's almost close that Rhea Ripley is gonna make a return. Liv Morgan wins the championship. And then Rhea Ripley comes out. We have a heated rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. But that's in a couple of months. So they had to do something before that. And then Liv Morgan could win the championship, have her rivalry. I don't know if it's going to be for the championship or it's going to be a rivalry that's not a championship rivalry. So, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen there. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe there's another QR code that happened. I didn't see it, but there was another QR code saying something about Bray Wyatt. Something I forget Bray Wyatt, but Bo Dallas he saw. I don't know. I don't remember what it says. It was like an old computer type of thing. It's like what hackers use. I don't know. But, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Bronson Reed attacks Sami Zayn. He wants the Intercontinental Championship, but he attacked the Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, interesting Monday Night Raw. And Jacob Fatu might make his debut. Another big debut. Hey, all three companies had crazy debuts in April. Or returns. WWE had Tamatoga. TNA had Mike Satana, Matt Hardy, and who was the other person? And Sammy Callahan. And AEW on Dynasty, they had Jack Perry. They all had crazy returns and debuts. And I guess he's not done with their debuts. That's what I read and saw on videos that people are saying. It's a rumor on from some people. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I never seen Jacob Batu. I don't think anyone else knows who he is because he's coming from MLW, a small promotion. I don't know if it's smaller than TNA, but I think it is. I think, or it's the same crowd. Oh my goodness. But I have no idea. But I never seen Jacob Batu wrestle. I've seen a little bit of it, and I saw some videos of him wrestling. But I never seen him live, like on a live TV. I never seen him hit like a real match. I only saw little clips, a little glimpse, just like Tamatoga. I saw a little glimpse when he was in Impact Wrestling for a bit. But remember, that was just a tag team match. He was in the tag team match. I'm hoping that he has a singles match because Nick Aldis says that we do our fighting in the ring. So I'm hoping Tamatoga will have his first match against Kevin Owens, because he's the one that made Kevin Owens bust it open and try to destroy him in a car accident, smashing his car into his car. So I'm hoping that Tamatoga has his debut match against Kevin Owens. It could be a great match. Like seriously, Tamatoga is a monster. And they're making him like a monster, like an assassin for Solo. Solo says, "I want Kevin Owens." Tamatoga gives him Kevin Owens with bloody up. So I have no idea. And maybe Jacob Batu will do the same thing. Let's see what happens on SmackDown. Because like I said, I don't think he's not gonna come on NXT. He's going to join this Bloodline Civil War, just like Jey Uso, just like Jimmy Uso, just like Roman Reigns. But I think this faction is going to wreak havoc for a couple months, just like the Bloodline did. And then they brought some heavy wrestlers to attack Roman Reigns, like John Cena, Edge. I forgot other people. That's all those guys, and then they came, but that member of Bloodline was taking over the whole month, whole bunch of months, and that's what this faction might do when Jacob Batu shows up. They're going to destroy people month after month until Roman Reigns shows up again, and Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, everybody shows up, and they could attack Jey Uso in the draft. Because I believe every single person should be in the same building because of the draft. I think so. Or I could be wrong. And the Bloodline could attack Jey Uso while there. And that means they might cost Jey Uso his World Heavyweight Championship. Remember, Jey Uso talk about the Bloodline and Tamatoga attacking Jimmy Uso. He's not happy about it, but what can he do right now? He's on Monday Night Raw. He can't do anything, and he has a World Heavyweight Championship match. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. We got NXT Spring Break-In. We have the NXT title on the line. If Trick Williams loses, he has to leave NXT. We got a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. Tessa Paxley, Laura Valkyria, and Roxanne Perez. And then we have the NXT Underground. Lola Bice versus Natalia. And more to come. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Time is out. Bye.